Welcome back. Look what we found. Ihitto and Sr4czka rematch on another possible tourney map, Sr4czka Winter. So sweet. Sweet. We've got a good game to obs. I'm eating bread and Nutella. Nom, nom. Hey, Aiden. Say, are you ready to rumble? No, in the mic.
Are you ready to rumble?
Woo! In the blue trunks, representing the Soviets, our player of unknown origin. He lost last game on Famenville against his opponent. It's Sr4czka, which might mean diarrhea in Russian or Polish. Not sure. His opponent, representing the purple OKV, our victor of the last match. This guy's at the top of all four ladders. It's Ihitto Woo. I love this map. I don't know what you guys think of it, but I think Sr4czka Winter is glorious. It's got everything we like about Winter and nothing we don't. Well, all right, it has a little bit too much deep snow. If we could remove a bit of deep snow from this map, it would be great. See all this? This is not so great. There's deep snow everywhere. But if we had a little less deep snow, I would be just totally stoked about this map. Hey, man, it's Company of Heroes Classic, you know, based on Sr4czka, which was originally
this is what we're trained for.
Designed. Well, it was like this. It was. I think this might have been the first ever map for Company of Heroes, Sr4czka. It was made by Tribal Bob, Ryan McGecken, who I met. He came to Berlin. I showed him the town. We had a grand old time, had some drinks, talked about the history of the franchise and the future, of course. So, Sr4czka Winter being considered for Operation Charlie Fox. I wonder, you know, a team of mappers are working on the maps. Budwise is kind of leading a bunch of guys. You know, Monolithic Bacon's involved, Kapikwa's involved, Spanky, a bunch of guys, White Flash, and they're trying to improve these maps. Little details, like removing a bit of the heavy snow. I wonder if their changes might get into the game. They've been at it for a few months now, but I'm not quite sure what the turnaround time is with Relic. So we'll see. Cross your fingers, right, guys? Let's hope we can make little improvements to these maps, make them even better and more fair tournament quality maps. Okay, I love this rematch. Rematch between Sr4czka, who we know is a good player. We witnessed last game that this guy's got the skills to pay the bills. But he's up against one of the best, as that medic flag is thrown up over the Wehrmacht Schlepper.
Assembly complete. No enemy activity.
I just tweeted another pic of the Wehrmacht Schlepper that I witnessed in Munster. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I just tweeted 4 new pics from the Tank Museum that weren't in the news post. And man, I got more where that came from. We got engagements in 2 places here. We got conscripts versus Volksgrenadier in the north. They're all sitting in yellow cover. This could be one of those fights to the death. I don't know who's going to win this. 4-4. My eyes are glued. I want to go show you what's happening in the middle, but I can't. These fights to the death of isolated units are so exciting. Oh boy, down to 3. I think the OKV is taking the lead. Yep. They're going to win that skirmish. All right, now we can go back and see what's happening in the center. Conscripts lining up. Oh, man, how did Sr4czka... I got to work on this name. Sr4czka. How did Sr4czka manage to get so much infantry in the center? Now he's going to see that we've got this very aggressive truck placement from Ihitto. This is OMG Pop Dr. Vox style aggression. Can he hold it? Can he hold that with so much pressure? The flames are coming in, but we got 2 squads of folks shooting at these guys from long range. and eventually, they're taking damage. They don't like it anymore. The Kubelwagen is out. Let's see where he will decide to position himself. He's gonna be on the lake. On the lake, shooting at the rifles. They're in green cover. Other rifles are in this house. I guess, Ihitto's mistake was ever letting him garrison this house, but he does have flamers, so even if Ihitto had bookmarked it, the flamers would have been able to get those units out. So with these fully healthy conscripts sitting there, it will be very interesting to see how our ladder leader Ihitto and favorite in this contest will deal with this. Check it out, man. Rifles in green cover, and in the house, they're doing more damage to the Kubel than the Kubel is doing to them, and they're not even considering getting suppressed or pinned or anything like that. So the Kubel is kind of fail sauce. He's gonna retreat, maybe see if he can find a better angle. Now these guys, they would love to be pouring their burning oil in against the enemy, but they're just too far away, and really all they're doing now is bookmarking that house and taking damage. So we witnessed this earlier with Sr4czka. He wasn't able to close the gap with his Flamer Pioneers. They need to charge in behind rifles. I guess charging in is not what he feels like doing. He doesn't want to contest the serious hardpoint of the OKV. He's got other little things to deal with here. Some Sturmpionera are going to soft retreat out of this fight by the strat point in the south. Wow, is that 2 fuels connected for Ihitto? It is. That's going to stop now as these conscripts lower this fuel flag. And this very fascinating fight in the center continues. These rifles are slowly but surely getting whittled down. Their health is very low. The guys are going to start dying rapidly now. It looks like Sr4czka lost patience. He wants to come in and flank the Kubel, but the Kubel repositions. He's getting low, though, and they get the kill. Good on those conscripts with their flank over by the lake. Now he's got to get these guys out and try to save them. Oh, man, get him out. He's waiting until the last second. He's putting flavors in there, too. Okay, now he gets him out, and he retreats. He gets him out of the northern door. That was smart. Yeah, they're going to take a pretty good retreat path. Sr4czka hasn't lost the squad yet. Everybody's still alive. Now he's got shock troops, and look at. There's so much OMG pop all over this game. We have OMG pop OKV truck placement, and then we have OMG pop forward house garrisoning happening. So although we missed the pop game earlier that was the inspiration to stream this series in the first place, the ghost of pop is alive on Smoski Winter. Ooh, will he lose his first squad? I'm going to have to ring my bells if he does. Nope. They're slick Ricks. They're going to get out. Man, these flamers, they were able to stay so much longer than I ever thought they would. Now, these guys are dangerous. If you guys follow our YouTube channel at all, you saw that highlight of me just going nuts when they were able to clear the entire church and kill a whole squad of riflemen with their assault stick nades. And look, it looks like they were... did they actually throw them at anything? Their nades are on cooldown, so they were gonna throw them. They paid for them, but I didn't ever see them actually throw them. So these stick nades are just wicked good against buildings. We gotta keep an eye on that. Shock troopers hit the field. They're closing the gap rapidly. They're going after these Jägerlight infantry right away. Those guys are going to have to retreat. I love their uniforms, by the way. The winter versions of their uniforms are so cool. We do have folks here as well. They've already upgraded a Shrek. They're afraid of that early T-70, but Sr4czka's decided to change it up. He's going shocked. So he's trying to out-strategize our ladder leader, Ihitto. The Shocks are going to do as much damage as they can and then bug out. Do we have triage yet from Sr4czka? Yes, we do. The lovely ladies of the Rodina in their long coats are ready to heal up his shock troops when they return to the base. So Ihitto has held this position, and when Pop played OKV, I think he put the battle group headquarters here with the gun pointing this direction. This is an even more aggressive placement of the truck. Look at this. I mean, 2 strong houses around it that could be used to attack it, to assault it. But Ihitto, he ain't afraid, man. He ain't afraid of nothing. He just drives that thing up and parks it right in the middle of the road and says, "Come at me, bro." And the first build from that is going to be the Panzer II Lux. That's what we saw from him last game. Here comes Sr4czka. His guys are healthy. Let's go. You guys got to come too. Little micro slip there. He needs to micro those guys back to the front line. They're fully healthy. Let's go. We need them. Oh, man, they're still standing there? Come on, man. Got to work on your multitasking. I know you're arranging your infantry here, too, but these guys have got to get moving. We need them in the fight. And Ihitto, he likes these hard points. These guys are a bit hurt. They get reinforced. The Lux is on the field. Welcome to Sunday Night Fights. Welcome back to Sunday Night Fights. You were quite good in the last one. Look how low my settings are. You can see it in the texture detail when I zoom in. My settings are on super low. I'm trying to play it safe. I'm trying to have a good frame rate. Sacrificing a bit of the beauty of the game. F1 on Sr4czka and just check if he's going to upgrade to nades. He is. They're on the way. He's upgrading to 18 nades. Let's see if he can survive until they pop. Oh, these guys. Wow. Whoa. Look at the squad AI is just getting fully disturbed. There's still 3 conscripts in the shit. Look at these guys. Oh, and they're all going to die. Wow. They got just totally lost from their squad in the chaos of war and were killed by the enemy. They couldn't figure out which way was north. They were trying to retreat to the OKV base. Similar to last game, we have the early T-70 from Sr4czka, so once again we have this very interesting fight from these two units that have almost similar profiles. The T-70 and the Panzer II. I expect we will also see an AT gun on the way soon from... No, he's going M5 this time. Oh, boy. Got him. Oh, yeah. That's like a... Okay. You get the bells rung for that one. The filthy, wicked Soviet demo, man. We've been... Ooh, tit for tat. Kill a squad, lose a squad. Demo is so filthy. You know, you always tell yourself, lead with minesweepers, lead with minesweepers. You know, he's even got the minesweepers, but, you know, they're off on the north of the map, not where they need to be. At least it's a little bit better now than it was a year ago. Now, at least when you discover the mines, or the demos, if you get that far, you're able to target them down much easier with your units. So, if he does discover a demo, he could probably blow it up with the Lux pretty quickly. I mean, a year ago you couldn't even do that, so things are getting slightly better in that regard. But Ihitto's kicking himself for not leading with his sweepers. Now look, he's kind of nervous, you know. And this is interesting, you know, this little stream here covered with ice. Lux could actually sink in it. You know, if perhaps he takes an AT nade or even a shock trooper nade was thrown at the treads of the Lux, a hole could open up in the ice and that Lux could sink. And that's another one of the aspects of this map that I actually really like. I think that's a super cool aspect of the winter maps, you know, like sinking tanks. If you're going to go wander out on the ice, then, you know it could happen. It's totally your fault, you know. It's a decision that you make, so it's not like really RNG. I mean, there's a little bit of RNG involved, of course, but if you're going to put your tank out on the ice, you're asking for it, you know. You could use the bridge. You could use the land bridges. But so if you're willing to take the risk, then I like that, you know, there's a chance that you're going to pay the price. And of course, seeing a tank sink through the ice is a dramatic moment introduced when KO2 was launched. So I like that aspect of KO2 is retained, but without blizzards. It's just great. So I'm a fan of So right now we've got a bunch of maps that we're considering for Operation Charlie Fox, and our plan at the moment is to run the open qualification tournament on September 20th, which is a single elimination tournament similar to the way we've run other tournaments, like the Dr. Vox tournament, where you play on a different map each round. And we set the map, and the players don't get to decide. They just, we set the round map, like the first round will be on Crossing the Woods or whatever, and then all the players play round 1 on that map. And we're going to probably stick to that formula for the open quality tournament. But once we get to the main event, the next weekend, we're down to 12 players and we're in double elimination territory. Then we have experienced players. They know how tournaments work, and maybe they're friends with each other. It's much easier to referee and administer. Once we go to the double elimination main event, all of the rounds will be map by veto. So that should be much better. Players will never have to play on a map that they hate. There will be at least 5 maps in the pool. Each player will get to veto 2 of them, and they will play on the remaining map. So that'll be really interesting, too, as fans of the game and as balancers. We'll really be able to see what maps the players like and what maps the players don't like. Because, when we get the vetoes going for all of those wonderful best-of-3 matches in the main event, we'll be able to, we'll have some stats. We'll have some stats on the vetoes, and we'll get a lot of good feedback from the players themselves on the grand stage as to which maps they prefer to play tournament games on. So that'll be very useful. Oh, we're going to have to toggle the fog of war to see what these guys see. Whoa. Toggle. Okay. Who's seeing what here? Everybody sees everything. I want the fog of war on. Alright. This is Ihitto's view. Ihitto does see that T-70. And oh man, the assault needs to go in, totally clear this building. Oh, the T-70s just destroy what happened to Sr4czka. Oh my god, he got a phone call or something. That T-70 was totally on snooze. I don't think he was even shooting back. I think he was on recon mode. I'm not fully 100% sure, but Sr4czka just lost the plot entirely, and Ihitto comes in and just wrecking him. We do have a little flank, but again, the house falls around their ears, and another squad is lost. I don't know how much of this pain Sr4czka can take. Where's the quad? The quad is way up top. Okay, the Raketwerfer retreats. The Su-76, he's down, but he's not out. It's just an awesome attack from Ihitto once again. This reminds me of his attack with the King Tiger that sealed the deal in the last game. Now we're getting this 16-minute attack from him. He's moving in on the cutoff. Can't lose these double-deck conscripts. They gotta go.
We have an isolated sector. We have found the enemy.
I can see some questions in the chat about how many slots there will be. This open quality tournament is open to everybody, and if you sign up and you check in, you're going to play. We're not going to cap it at all. For the Dr. Vox tourney, we had 150 players that signed in and checked in and played. I expect more for this one. It's a huge prize pool. We've been promoting it a hell of a lot more, so who knows? We could get 200 players signed up and checked in. We could get 250 players signed up and checked in. That would be all fine and dandy by me. Now, if you guys, if more than 256 of you show up for this, I'm gonna get a little upset. I don't want that. Please don't make me add another round. The round of 256 would be fine. But if like 300 of you sign up, show up, and check in, then I'm going to be just stressed. I don't know if I can handle that. But that's what we'll do, man. We would open up a round of 512. And you guys will be thrown into the mix. Now, if that does occur, I can guarantee you that the round of 512 is going to be best of 1, and mirror matches are going to be allowed. Because if we have to play that many rounds, we're going to want those games to get done very quickly. Otherwise, we'll be here until Monday. So yeah, so that's Sunday open quality tournament, open to everybody, and no cap on the amount of slots. How's that? Does that sound good? Is that what you want to hear? I hope so. As players, Those should be the exact words you're looking for. Okay, Sr4czka's trying to hang into this. He's got an AT gun coming out now. He probably needed that maybe before the quad. I'm not sure. The quad is a really strong unit. A lot of people say it's totally OP. He did use it to protect the northern flank, but perhaps he needed that AT gun first. I'm not sure. I wonder if he'll bring the quad and the AT gun together and sort of have them protect one another. You can hear the laser beams coming in from the M17. Whoa, what's that? A barrage from the SC-76. The Rakettenwerfers are jockeying for position. One thing that, and we once again, the army composition from Ihitto is very similar to last game. So this guy, he knows what he wants his army to look like, and he's gonna build, 2 Rakettenwerfers and a light infantry support gun in each match. Rat-a-tat-tat. See you later, Grenadiers. And this is the formation I was talking about with them protecting one another. The M17 quad protects the ZIS from infantry, and the ZIS protects the quad from tanks. Whoa, timber! The church goes down. Fortunately for Sr4czka, he wasn't garrisoning it at the time. And we have a big fight around the church. Infantry's using all that green cover. The ranged units are hurling rounds at one another. The rate of fire of the light infantry gun is quite impressive. Come on, get out of here. Just in time, they escape. And this hard point that I thought was very aggressive from Ihitto has not yet been challenged. It's sitting pretty. Infantry's coming back out. Oh, wow. We have a new unit entering the fray. We have the KV-8 flamethrower tank coming in. Made famous by Andy is Rippin' when he played against Barton in the semifinals of Sunday Night Fights Season 5. It's on road to Kharkov. Uh-oh. Takes a rear armor hit. Welcome to the game. Here, have a shot in your ass. Okay. He kind of looked menacingly at those harassing infantry. The infantry ran away. Now he's going back up. Wants to get a little bit of repairs coming. Oh boy, I gotta get my Control F going. Control F in brackets. Okay, here's what the Soviets see. Here comes the Grens out of the fog of war. That's every player's fear, right? Every allied player that fights OKV is afraid of just shreked up, vetted up Grens appearing out of the fog of war and doing a stick and run on their fuel valuable tanks. But looks like KV-8 is ready for him. Oh no, his repair guys are dying. He's gonna try to back along the ice. A long distance shot here could be deadly. You can see the ice is cracking as the heavy tank skirts across the river. He will retreat to safely. Let's take that fog of war back off. These little lusty Rakettenwerfers. One of them's got double gut already. They were like, oh, come on, KV-8. Just come a little bit closer. Just commit a little bit further. And we'll have our way with you, sir. But I like it. Sr4czka preserves the unit. He's retreated it. He lost one of his combat engineer squads there, so I think he just had to buy a fresh one. These guys need to get back and get repairing. They really have no place in this fight. They don't have any upgraded weapons, so they don't belong here in the least. Maybe they are Captain Power, I don't know. Nade in! Ooh, no, smoke. He just doesn't want to get shot at by all that stuff. So he smokes, gives himself some cover. He's trying to harass these victory points on the right-hand side. Look at that. Fuel remains uncapped on the top left. That's interesting. The conscripts do lower the victory point, and this is the reason for the engineers. They're there to cap points. That's what they're doing, but I don't know how successful this will all be. I mean, eventually they're going to have to run. Conscripts rushing in. All of the OKV infantry there. Those are real nades thrown at one another. Jaeger light infantry retreat. Shock troopers retreat. Conscripts retreat. These engineers, oh, they're going to soft retreat with a hurdle involved. Oh, no. See, this is what I'm talking about, this heavy snow. Oh man, this heavy snow just cost the life of those conscripts. That's a shame. These guys are going to be smart. They're going to hurdle first and then run. But whoa, they don't take the greatest path either. They're going right through these infantry. But I think that's strong. I think that squad has enough health and is strong enough to survive the retreat. Oh man, yeah, it'd be good to clear out some of this heavy snow. So now 2 light infantry guns from Ihitto.
Enemy rounds! Keep your heads down!
Ihitto is expanding. Looks like he's going to go harass the south. Sr4czka is harassing the north. Wow, these guys captured a Shrek. When did that happen? That's pretty nice, right? Vetted conscripts with a Shrek. Coolio. Let's see how the KV-8 is doing. Oh boy, not so good. Not so good. Taking forever to repair that bad boy. And just so he could lower the munitions for what? 30 seconds? Probably not hashtag worth. But he is doing some good capping. Probing the front line. He's got this tier 3 unit. Uh-oh. Are these guys lost? Are they lost? They are being very aggressive. Fog of War. Good grief. They are targeting into the fog of war. I can't believe that none of these units see each other. These guys are close. So if we look from Ihitto's perspective, he definitely sees that this gun there. It's just taking him a second to respond to it. And wow, look at shots into the fog of war actually doing some good damage to the battle group headquarters. Now the Su-76 is barraging, and all of the infantry are coming in from the flank. The quad is there. The Zis gun just gets destroyed. I mean, I think that was like presumptuous of Sr4czka to think that he could get that Zis up in there and do enough damage to be a valuable strategic move. He winds up paying for it. Not only does he lose the crew, but the gun is destroyed. Now the M17 is in a wee spot of trouble, as the Brits would say. And a long-range Shrek shot, KV-8 just to the rescue in time. This M17, he's still laying in rounds, but he's so damaged. And this KV-8 probably doesn't really want to go for this, although if he could clear the 2 Raketenwerfers while all the infantry is retreating, why are you just sitting there and taking frontal damage from these things? No, oh my goodness! He couldn't even clear them. He just like walks up and just, you know, like face to face, tries to take on the 2 Raketenwerfers, and he loses. Ouch, that hurts. Another big mistake from Sr4czka. The IS-2 is here now, though. So he's got a new toy to play with. Now, oh, that was sad. That was the Sr4czka squad, too. They dropped the Shrek. It's recaptured by the Axis side. We have an incendiary barrage on the HQ position, and that annihilates that that Wolf squad that had just captured that dropped Shrek. So incendiary definitely paying off. But look at here's the clump of the infantry. The IS-2 is still pretty darn healthy, and the Su-76 keeps doing barrages. He's on cooldown now, but he's pushing. Oh man, it's popping off. Let's watch this full screen. The M17 is fully repaired. He's killing squads. One of the light infantry guns goes down. Or perhaps that was a Raketenwerfer. Yes, it wasn't a Raketenwerfer. And wow, the battle group headquarters falls! This is winding up being a very strong and extended push from the Soviet side. And he is able to kill one of Ihitto's trucks. We still have the battle group headquarters here healing infantry, but he's much weaker now. And Ihitto's probably struggling for a response. This IS-2 coming has shocked him a bit. It is the shock rifle company. He's doing some shock rifle frontline tactics here. Quad is down to about 40% health. The IS-2 is down to about 6% health, but he's still laying in huge rounds against Ihitto's position. Here's the triple vet grand squad that could fall soon. We got another barrage chalked up and laid in by the Su-76. We got conscripts out on the pond. They're on the ice providing line of sight, but they're getting plugged away at. My goodness, the big rounds are falling in Ihitto's position. He's trying to survive. 2 interestingly positioned light infantry guns are still plugging away at anything that comes close to the front line, but those 2 Raketenwerfers are down but not out. The vehicles are still there, And finally, Sr4czka decides to back off and lick his wounds and get some repairs. And, you know, through all that, I bet he would have liked to have capped that center VP. But his multitasking not quite up to harassing points while fighting. And now, you know, they're like roaches. They're just going to breed and spread and reinforce and remand. They're going to probably be able to capture both of those forget referees. And now we're going to have a counter push from Ihitto. He knows that all of the armor from the Soviet side is very weak. Sr4czka is prioritizing repairing the IS-2. But as the cockroaches of the OKW side are creeping forward. Oh, let's turn on that fog of war once again. He knows, he can feel it's coming. He's backing up, but where's it going to come from? Oh, boy. Everybody hold your breath. Hold your breath. They're going to come from somewhere. Oh, man. Here they come. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. You know, they appear out of the fog of war, and your just stuff is gone. So, oh, man. Tactics working for Ihitto. Working to plan. These guys have 4 pips of vet. They've got 19 kills, only one of which was that vehicle that we just witnessed. Okay, the IS-2 is still alive. He's upgrading his turret gun. That should pop in any second. Help him deal with some of these Ihitto infantry that are just spreading all over the map, capping up his points. Wow, nice instant retreat as soon as they see the IS-2 coming. They do not want to suffer a massive shot from the main gun of the IS-2 and lose a bunch of dudes. So, nice micro by Ihitto. Another truck coming on, and, you know, Ihitto, he just loves his infantry. I was watching him play CAS commander as Wehrmacht, and he just fought the entire battle in Tier 1 and Tier 2, just grants and packs and off-map abilities. So he is quite a skilled infantry player. Finally joining all of his infantry, and man, did they just spread quickly, right? I mean, Sr4czka put in such a fantastic attack, had Ihitto's army size down so low, but then instantly, look at that. Just grab a bunch of stuff, reinforce a bunch of guys, and suddenly his army size just exploded in the last couple of minutes. And they are joined by this Bengal tiger. Let's have a look at the graphs. See if we can witness that growth in size. Yeah, here, well, wow. I would have thought that the dip was more, but here's the dip, and then there's the explosion. Maybe that's just the KT coming out. And now that the KT is here, this is the thing, you know, when you fight an opponent who has a certain army competition for half an hour, you know, just infantry, light infantry, ranged guns, and so forth. If you've been accustomed to fighting him for half an hour with that composition, when the KT hits, it's just like, oh my God, how do I deal with this? That's just a whole different kind of beast. And, you know, what? Why would he build a KV-8, you know, or is that the same one? No, it can't be. That's not the same one. That's a new one. Why would he build that when he's got to fight a KT? I mean, like, his only plan now would be to, like, go around it and avoid it, because he's definitely not got anything that can kill it. He's only got this one AT gun. This is the famous Sr4czka pin that we're watching. What's he going to do? Is he going to try to cap points with his M17? What is this guy doing? I think Sr4czka's got this problem where, you know, like some big unit comes on and then Sr4czka just sort of loses the whole plot. Is he really going to go in here and try to flank all this stuff? Okay, this is going to be a crazy attack. He's going to go in with the KV-8 and he's going to try to flank those Raketenwerfers and clear them. Yeah, he's doing it. He clears one of them. His stretch shot's still up. The other one is trying to retreat. He's going to succeed in retreating. Now the Grens are going to go to work on the KV-8. The IS-2's back. There's still a one. Okay, that'll get cleared. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so maybe the tactic succeeded. Now he's going to try to escape with the KV-8. All right. Okay, IS-2 is destroying dudes that are already dead, pretty much. This is just Jaeger infantry running off the map. Okay, turn your turret.
200 points remaining.
I guess it was an okay attack. He's capping on the right. He needs to follow up his success in the center with some capping, but he doesn't even have a single infantry squad that can pick up that very important point outside his base. Instead, he's still working on fighting. All he can think about is baddies. Ihitto brings in a new truck, reparks a new Schwer Panzer headquarters, and this time it is in the standard OMG pop position, covering that northern alley of the center VP.
We lost a gun crew.
A nice strike from the IS-2, killing one of the light infantry guns, but the two Raketenwerfers are back, and look at their range, man. Look at that. They totally outrange the IS-2. KT's there too, but these guys are all just kind of blunt, hitting each other in the front armor. IS-2's going to back out. I can't believe that Sr4czka can't find one infantry squad to cap these points. Whatever happened to the M17? What is he doing? I have no idea. Can he? He can't even cap. He can't cap points when I'm talking about. I was thinking like he was a T-70 and he had some vetted capability, but he doesn't. Of course, he has overdrive. So I don't know what he's doing there. He's just chilling. Keep an eye out for harassing infantry. Ihitto's moving around to the south. Oh man, he brings out another one of these searchlight vehicles. So he's got eyes on this incoming KV-8. Oh no, I don't want Sr4czka to just go in and throw units away. Oh no, you have no place here. Knock knock, can I come in? No sir, you can't come in. No, this is we are not friendly to KV-8s that just come in and say hi. You're dead. No trespassing. Oh boy, he's still pushing. Still pushing hard. The IS-2. Conscript's dying. IS-2 is the next on the plate. Look at these little Sturmpioniere. We're scouts, guys. We're scouting the enemy. Uh-oh, don't turn your tail. Don't turn your tail. Man, he took HQ damage. He's taking shots from the KT. He's taking Raketenwerfer shots. He's still under the eyes of the searchlight. He's got 3 engineers to try to repair the IS-2, but I think that the Soviet side, the will, the backbone, is starting to break. Ihitto just too strong. That one push was so powerful. I thought Sr4czka might have had a chance. You know, when he took down that one truck, I thought he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. But when as soon as he pulled out, Ihitto's army size just went blip. Oh no, no, triple vet. Really, really. What is this? Is this the I'm about to GG and I just want to show you I have a neat unit? What is this? I'm just going to kite the main gun of your KT. That makes me sad. Giving up? I don't know what he's doing. Is he clearing pop? No, of course not. I don't know what that was. Nobody knows what that was. Yes, that was I have a unit here. See? That was the pre-GG base inspection. Okay, well played from Ihitto. He weathered all of the storms. He built us another Bengal. There it is with its pink paint. Good game. Did you guys enjoy that one? I like that one. It was pretty good. Sr4czka, you know, it's like another, he's like close but not quite again. Hello, Mr. Yippee-ki-yay. Hello, chat. Hello, Airfix Panzer and 33rd Ulrich and Neckels and 1500 Free and Schrodinger Gat. Welcome to the show. I'm going to stuff some more food in my mouth. I just put my hands in my Nutella sandwich. Trust me, it's Nutella. Trust me. See? All right. Let me just go to the break before I get in more trouble. Go to the break! Thank you.